The Milky Way's ultimate fate could come down to a coin toss. And this is an illustration of our Milky Way galaxy colliding with Andromeda. Andromeda is the closest major galaxy to our Milky Way, and it's getting closer. In fact, astronomers believe that the two galaxies are destined to crash into each other, but a new study suggests this fate is not necessarily written in the stars. Andromeda is currently barreling down on us at a speed of 110 kilometers per second. That's 68 miles per second. That sounds pretty fast, but don't panic just yet. The galaxy is still about 2.5 million light years from Earth, so it's expected to take a few billion years to get here. So, but still, it's getting closer. So what is going to be the effect on us as we get closer? While previous studies have been fairly confident that the collision is all but inevitable, a deeper analysis of our galactic neighborhood by researchers from University of Helsinki and Durham University of England puts the odds closer to 50-50 of a collision occurring within the next 10 billion years. Using the newest, most accurate motion and mass data from the Gaia and Hubble Space Telescopes, the team simulated the movements of not just the Milky Way and Andromeda, but two other major players in our local group, the Large Magellanic Cloud and the Triangulum Galaxy. When the Milky Way and Andromeda were considered in isolation, a collision within the next 10 billion years occurred in just under half of simulations, the team says. Adding Triangulum to the mix boosted the probability to 2/3, while simulations with the Milky Way, Andromeda, and the Large Magellanic Cloud, the LMC, dropped the chances to just 1/3. Combining all four galaxies in one simulation resulted in a Milky Way Andromeda merger just over 50% of the time. In cases where collisions do occur, it seems to have more time than previously thought. The study found a median merger time of more than 7.6 billion years in the future, far longer than the previous estimate of 4 to 5 billion years. Even using the latest and most precious available observational data, the future evolution of the local group is uncertain, the team concluded. Intriguingly, we find an almost equal probability for the widely publicized merger scenario, albeit with a later medium time to merger, and one where the Milky Way and Andromeda survive unscathed. Galaxies smashing into each other sounds like an apocalypse of epic proportions, but it's not really anything to worry about. Well, I would be worried about it, but they say it's nothing to worry about. The first point, of course, is the time frame. The sun is only expected to live another 5 billion years or so, meaning life on our Earth will experience several local, devastating Armageddons long before a galactic merger. Even if other life forms find themselves in the crossfire, it's unlikely they'd really notice a cosmic pileup happening around them. Galaxies look pretty dense from a distance, but up close they're mostly empty space. There's plenty of room for stars to slot in around each other, so it's extremely unlikely that any two stars would likely actually collide. Their gravitational interactions would, however, jostle each other into new orbits. For example, it's thought that our sun, probably in its red giant phase by then, would be bouncing further into the outskirts of the galaxy. In its place, new stars would form more rapidly as compressed hydrogen triggers an increase in star formation. Both galaxies would lose their current spiral shapes, forming one giant elliptical galaxy instead. Astronomers have already taken to nicknaming the end result Milkomedia. Of course, the Milky Way and Andromeda might switch past each other, they might swing past each other, and continue to evolve as individual galaxies for eons to come. The point is, we just don't know for certain what their timelines look like, and while other studies were confident enough to claim a collision as a near certainty, the new work puts it down to a coin toss. More research, including upcoming Gaia data releases, could help paint a clearer picture, and as it stands, proclamations of the impending demise of our galaxy appear greatly exaggerated, the paper concludes. The research was posted on preprint ARXIV, and it's on Science Alert by Michael Irving. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.